Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? I'm back. We have now sorted out all the issues that, well, I've got a new insurance company basically. So I'm thrilled that I can start bringing you loads of content again, knowing that I'm all okay and everybody is happy in the world. Hello, Jane. So yeah, I haven't actually got anything in particular to talk about because I only got the news that my new insurer is ready pretty much when I posted that I'd do this event. So it's all very it's gone quite quick, obviously, which is great. So has anybody got any burning questions right now that they might like to put out there? If not, I'm just going to have a bit of a chit chat and say hello to you all because I've missed you all so much. I hope you're all well and everything like that. So yeah, it's been a bit of a tricky week for me, not being able to do all the content for everybody because that was really what was keeping me going through these hard times. So it's been a bit of a rough week I felt very lost this week. Not being able to do what I love, but yeah, it's been tricky, but we're back to it now, so I can start making up some more content and getting that to you. I wasn't in the mood to even make any really last week, just in case I never got to share them with you all. So I'm really looking forward to starting them all again. And so if you've got any requests for what you'd like to see, get them to me, send them across. They're all coming. Yeah, it is great news, Jane. I'm so excited. I'm like, just, you see, I'm glowing. That's not from sitting in the garden today, I promise. It's not at all. No, glowing. So yeah, if you've got anything that you in particular want to see, let me know because I will start doing it all again. And yeah, I'm just really excited that I can bring you all back together and give you some things to do with your dogs that I know you're all dying to do, or try things out, have a practice at, fix some problems, anything like that. So yeah, I'm really happy and excited. I've had a few doggy problems actually at my end, which I might as well share with you because, you know, somebody might be having the same sort of problem. So I got my puppy Alan, he was 16 weeks this week. And I've got another entire male in my house. Hello, Georgia, called Beans. And Beans has never been very male. He's never been very dominant or anything like that. But for maybe since Alan's arrived, he's been growing up, shall we say. He's been growing up. And that has now caused a surge of testosterone in him. And he is becoming very male. Hello, Georgia. So Beans is actually, due to the problems that I've been having the last couple of weeks with him, Beans is actually going to be castrated on Tuesday. He's 2.5. I was hoping to keep him entire. Mainly because he is a little bit of a nervous Nelly sometimes, but he's had everything that he's ever going to have from his equipment now anyway, so there's no point in keeping them on, and hopefully I will have a harmonious household in another couple of weeks once everything's settled with him. So I'm looking forward to that. And I've also got a bit of a problem with Alan in that he likes poo a bit too much. And now I know that this is a horrible habit for our dogs to have. So I'm going to be working through that with everybody that needs to in Paws Online, because that is a tricky one to overcome. It's not impossible. I'm going to be looking forward to hopefully fixing this one because it is not a problem anybody likes to have. It's got its own term. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, choragoraphobia, something along those lines. I can't even pronounce it. I'm not even going to try to, and I haven't even had a gin yet. So that was pretty good actually. Oh, has anybody been watching all the satellites and doing all the Starlink stuff? I've been going out every night religiously to try and see these satellite things and everything like that, and it's been really interesting. So I've put out my, what I'm calling, instead of a sunlight lounger, it's my star lounger, and I kick back with the dogs. I put a bit of vet bed on the Star Lounger, and Beans and Alan will normally come and lay on me and get all over and in my face and say, "What are you doing down there, Mum? What are you doing down there?" And Cassie and Dexter will just be off rooting around the garden. But has anybody actually just done that, to just lay back? How often do we get the chance to have such unpolluted skies to look up at the stars? And oh look, I've got goosebumps now. Mum can't see them. She can't swallow. No, I've seen a couple of them. I've downloaded an app now that's supposedly supposed to help pinpoint in the sky where they're going to be. So I'm going to keep trying. I haven't even seen any of the flying shooting stars either. They're supposed to be everywhere. I saw, like, I think it was the ISS go over, and I've seen some of the satellites, but I thought that they'd be like, doo, 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 if that makes sense. But it's sort of, one goes, and then you wait a few minutes, and then the other one goes, I mean, I thought they'd be kind of like, doo, 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 sort of like going along like a little caterpillar, but maybe I've missed that bit. So I'll keep trying. I'll go out there again tonight and get on my Star Lounger with my vet bed and my dogs and my fluffies, and lots of the neighbours are out in the garden as well, so we just chit chat across the fences, which is really, really nice. So if you've not had a chance to go out, the it's not too bad. You don't need to wrap up really, really warm, or I certainly didn't need to. So go and have a play with it. And there's actually one of the, I've forgotten what it's called now, but there's actually one of the doggy constellations. It's 2 stars, basically, look like 2 dots like that. And it was called Canis. I've forgotten already, Canis something. But that was quite cool. So every time I look up, I can just go, look, there's the doggy stars. So yeah, you can learn a few little things like that. So yeah. But that's about all I've been up to really the last week. I know that I've been a bit quiet on the group, mainly because I've not been able to do quite what I envisioned being able to do for you all, but that's all right. I've got plenty of cleaning done. I've cleared out loads of stuff and been playing with the dogs and just relaxing a little bit. So it's been really, really nice, and I hope you've all had good weeks, as good as they can be at the moment. I know it's really tricky and I don't know how we're all doing it, but we are. I go out on my Thursday nights and clap all the NHS, and I've got rainbows sort of drawn all over the place where I can. I've got them painted in my windows. I've got some wrappers up on my windows. So yeah, the bringing together of the community is just adorable at the moment, and I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. And I'd really like it to continue so much so, with everybody just being nice and not so self-obsessed. I mean, you've got the odd one or two, don't get me wrong, there's always those few ones, but yeah, it's been really, really, really nice just to see everybody coming together and everybody out on the streets clapping for the NHS, and it's been amazing. It really, really has. And yeah. Alan's been at Alan's 16 weeks now. He's doing really well, considering he's quite restricted on what he can do at the moment, sort of socialisation wise, in meeting people and other animals. That's going to be the hardest thing, and I know that later down the line, when everything's lifted, I'm going to have a problem. As much as I'm trying not to, Alan tends to think now, as many treats as you give him, he can't understand why there's all these people about or passing and he can't get to go and say hello. Now, occasionally up at the field, there's a dog off lead that will come and say hello to him on the lead, which is fine, and he's a good boy. But he doesn't understand when they're further away, and he becomes quite frustrated on the lead. He wants to go and say hello. Obviously, he's a baby, he's a puppy. And what I don't want to happen is I don't want him to start thinking, why can't I go over and say hello to these things or investigate this thing? Is there something that I should be scared of? So I'm making sure that when he is getting like this, that I'm not dragging him off in another direction or anything like that. I don't want him to think that, yeah, you see that, we need to leave now. I don't want him to think that whatever it is he's spotted is scary. If it's a thing that he can go and investigate, we'll go and investigate it. But otherwise, I'll just do some basic training, your sits, your hand touch, just to try and get him engaged with me so that he understands that there's nothing that we need to worry about. I wish you could go and see it, but we can't right now. So I'm hoping that I'm doing enough right now for Alan in these really trying times. It is tricky. It is really, really tricky. But yeah, I've had, I put out some fun facts outside my front door this morning, some fun doggy facts. So I've been watching all day long. So I'll put these fun facts outside my house. And there's loads more dog walkers about at the moment. Well, there's loads more people just walking past. And I've really enjoyed putting these things outside my house and watching all the dog walkers, especially the dog walkers, stopping to read these fun 5 facts that I've put outside my house. And it's really nice to see people, rather than just mindlessly walking along, ignoring. If there's somebody, I've got my CCTV on, there's a pair of people stopping and reading them right now, and it's just really, really nice to see people just stopping and interacting with these little fun facts that I've put out for everybody to read. So I will probably continue doing that for people walking past my house as well, just as a little taster for them, just to keep them intrigued. But yeah, and then they go, look, they've all been read and they're off. So that's, I've been really enjoying watching people come and stop by and read my little fun doggy facts. So my top doggy fact for today was, did you know that the Ewoks from Star Wars were based on George Lucas's pet dog? I didn't know that. I haven't Googled to see what sort of pet dog he had. Bless you, Wendy. I'm okay. I hope you are. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun just trying to come up with things to do. And as much as people say, oh, you shouldn't do so much dog stuff, Jo. Dogs are my life. I don't do anything that doesn't involve dogs. There's not one thing that I can think of, apart from when I maybe put on a face mask and spa myself. That's about it. Everything else I do revolves around dogs, and that's the way I like it. So yeah, I hope so long as no matter what becomes of the world, so long as we have dogs, we're all going to be fine. That's the way I see it. So but anyway, I've waffled on long enough. I'm just really, really glad to be back with you all, and I look forward to bringing you all loads of fun and loads of enjoyment. And if anybody needs any particular help, you know where I am. There's loads of ways to get in touch with me. And yeah, I'll just keep uploading loads of fun stuff for you all, and I will see you all soon. So I'll see you all later. Carry on enjoying this glorious weather. I think it's probably going to turn soon. We're not that lucky. But yeah, I'll take care and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.